Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Conclave Chronicles, my weekly PvP series in Warframe. Update 18.5 hit, and with that, a lot was changed with Conclave. Hell, the update notes showed more with Conclave than the actual main game itself. But obviously, update 18.5 came with a load of new content, and with that includes Inaros, the new Warframe, and the Mutalist Cernos, the new bow, and dual Toxycyst, which is a secondary weapon. It dual pistols, kind of poison darts, but it's hit scan, which is very nice and means it will be a worthy contender for PvP. I'm not sure how they'll be in ways of damage though, but they'll be easy enough to hit even with the insanely low rate of fire they have, especially for a secondary weapon, secondary dual wielding weapon at that. Okay, this guy is jumping around a lot, so it's going to be very hard to hit him with any of my abilities or weapons. I kind of want to lure him into my playing field, so I'll equip Lesion and force him into a melee fight where he can't be jumping around like the little dickhead he is. Sorry, I really don't like jumping agile players, especially on maps like this, so I'm pretty angry about that. I should mention, with Inaros, something you'll notice is, where the hell are my shields? They don't exist. Inaros doesn't have shields, and instead he has, what is going on with that Tenno there? I've never seen one die like that. That is very strange. But he has skills that can very much restore health. He has a nice amount of armor, so why do people run away from battles too? I really dislike that. Did I just hit for 60? Okay, these secondaries, I really think I'm gonna like them. Instead of maybe going in close range, I should be attacking from long range. But oh no, reload time, that is a long reload time. Can I bait him into a sand strike? No, he's gonna sit up there. I don't like this Excalibur in the slightest. At least he's not very good at actually killing me. Is he trying to flank me? I think he might be. But yeah, hit scan weapon, and I think it hit for about 67 damage, which is very nice. And that was HP damage as well, that wasn't on shields. Oh gosh, that felt nice. So yeah, I feel as though these are a low rate of fire but high damage secondary weapon. And I think if I've got it correctly, they should take 3 or 4 hits to kill. But obviously, if you're connecting a hit on a low HP frame, then that's going to be one shot kill if they don't have full health, basically, which is going to make them very nice. And currently, I don't have a favorite secondary weapon in Conclave right now, so the spot is available. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I kind of want to force him into my area here now. He is still flying around. Can I? Oh my god! Can I stun him with my pocket sand? No, it doesn't ground him at all. Oh man, I really dislike this guy. I'm just going to stop going in the middle of the map because he seems to be trying to dominate that area. If I can lure him into a crevice or a narrow area, then the fight will very much be in my advantage. But I should mention, this video isn't at all a review of the equipment. It is unranked, I haven't got much experience with it, they haven't been modded, and generally, oh gosh, generally I don't know how to use it yet, nor is it at the peak of its ability. So this is more of a first impressions. How is this equipment? Do I like the feel of it? The bow seems to not do damage on impact. Well, it does do damage on impact, but most of the damage seems to come from an AoE that follows afterwards. It's not exactly like the Acrid, is it? The grenade launcher primary weapon that has a acid cloud. It seems to be more of a light gas, it's not even a cloud, it's more of a swarm, if that makes sense. It kind of seems to trace enemies as soon as the projectile is there. But yeah, I don't really know how it works yet. I just seem to like it. It seems a bit unique, as you can see the little clouds that follow the arrows. I'm curious to see how it works, but it doesn't seem very effective when it just hits enemies, and it's going to be hard to hit enemies, as all bow projectiles are, unless you are very experienced at the game, which I am not. I'm also not sure, seeing as a lot of damage seems to come from follow-up, I'm not sure if there's any point in charging, or if you should do quick shots like this, and maybe that will be more effective. But as you can see, the toxic gas was hitting for 4 damage there, so I don't think that's the most effective thing in the world. It might be really good for assists, or just generally harassing enemies. But oh, why do I always have to pick a fight with Pave, or Pave, or whatever your name is? Just look at him, he is just constantly in the air, in the least graceful display of attacking ever. But with Inaros himself, which is arguably the most exciting thing about this update, I won't really... Ooh, okay, maybe that does do a bit more damage than I thought, now that I actually connected an arrow. I won't be able to show his abilities or his effect. I fucking hate that guy. I really fucking hate that guy. Sorry, I get rationally angry at people who jump in this game. And I know it's the good thing to do. I know everyone should be doing it. I know I should be doing it. It's just so... I'm not going to get into that rant. I've done it in every other video that I've done. It's just I can't seem to find anyone but this bastard who's getting all up in my space in the middle of the map. I won't be able to show Inaros' abilities yet because I haven't ranked him up yet. So I can do his little pocket sand stun, which is pretty nice, but that is about it. Can I get a nice arrow? Ah, damn it. I was so close yet so far. Where is everyone else then? Because I know there are other players, but they don't seem to be really residing in the middle of the map much. I think out of all the equipment I've used, there's the Lesion weapon, there's Inaros, there's the dual... Oh, for God's sake, of course it was this guy again. There's the dual Toxycyst, and there's the Mutalist Cernos, or Kurnos. Of all of those, I seem to like the secondaries the most, because I like high damage weapons. I'm very sorry if you were tabbed in for what you just saw there. That atrocious display of attempted aiming, if you can call it that. I really like the effect on these bows, and I can't tell if it's from lag. Like, the arrows seem to have a follow-up projectile, but I don't know what the hell it is. I'm really looking, like, all this equipment seems pretty standard, but they all seem to have some kind of unique thing going for them that most other equipment doesn't have. I kind of thought he was moving there and he wasn't. The thing is, I will fully admit that the problem with this equipment right now is I'm not good with weapons that aren't kind of spammy, if that makes sense, because I'm more of a comb user or a toncore user. I fire weapons that you can fire and forget. You don't really need to aim and you're not punished much for missing. And that's why I prefer like the Gorgon or the whatchamacallit. Oh, that was so nearly a collateral. The Gorgon or the Karak, things with high ammo capacity and stuff, because I miss a lot, and I play better when I can be reckless, is what I'm trying to say. I have got 100 energy being wasted here, so I'm going to try and use this pocket sand effectively. It does seem to do damage, which I think is very nice, because you can use it as a finisher, essentially. Kind of ironic, seeing as it enables finishes. Fuck this guy! Have I ever fought someone who isn't him? Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have aimed in there. The thing is, the thing that's great about the first ability of Inaros in PvE is that it... How accurate is this thing? I wonder if I can take a battle with this guy. The great thing about it is it stuns enemies and it sets them up for melee finishes. But I don't know if that translates to PvP. From a few times I've used it, it doesn't seem to be stunning enemies. But I don't know, maybe that's just a maybe I'm not close enough, or maybe it's a very short stun and I haven't really... Maybe I can use it here? No? Okay, I kind of messed up my aim there. That Prismagorgon guy seems to be chasing me with volition. It seems as though he's... Every time I've heard that piece of shit Gorgon fire, it's as though he's aiming at me. I say as though he's... Like, the one time I see him not aiming at me. Right, I kind of want to just hunt him down in an ironic, hypocritical statement. I'm going to try and team up against this other player and just hit the Gorgon Excalibur. I think generally anyone who plays Excalibur, I have a tendency to really dislike them. And I should also mention, with update 18.5, that was a nice shot. I say nice, it's one of the only shots I've actually hit. With update 18.5, it did also enable some more equipment for Conclave, which I am including the Warframe which I've most wanted to come to Conclave, is Mesa. Mesa is now available to use in Conclave, and without a doubt, I am going to make a standalone video about her alone. She is one of my... In fact, no, I think she is my favourite Warframe in the main game now, replacing Volt as my previous. And I cannot wait to see how she works in PvP, because I think she's going to be damn amazing. She's got such a versatile skill set, they're all very effective, and she's generally fun to play as, so I can't wait to give her a try. And he's going to try and slam attack, I'm going to jump over that, and there we go, that was actually a competent display of skill there, hopefully the only one you're going to see in this video. But yeah, I will also do a proper video on Inaros when he is fully leveled. I got killed by a bullet jump. And I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to seeing his full toolset in place. But this was just a kind of taster of what all the equipment's like. Of it, I think I'll try the dual Toxycyst a bit more. But Lesion and Cernos, I'm not too keen about them. Inaros, I will give a try. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if his skill set will be that good in Conclave. But I hope I'm proven wrong. Until next time, this is me, Evans with Z11. Please if rating enjoyed the video, and this is me out.